Welcome back to Balance While Blooming. My name is Bridget and I am a wife, a stepmom, an entrepreneur, an employee to a 9 to 5, and I'm a girl who is balancing all that I want to do with the things that I need to do and becoming my highest and best self along the way. That's what we do here. We talk about time management, we talk about goal setting, we talk about how to achieve your goals, not only financially but just in life in general. I have my Q4 goals coming up next week. We did our monthly reset last week, and today we are talking about our October budget. Now, what is different this month than all on the playlist is that this is the first one we are going to really close out September. So let's jump right into the budgets of closing out September and setting up for October. Okay, so first things first, we are going to talk about this balance over here. You can see that we budgeted about $350 too much, and we ended up walking away with $68.44. Now, you can see that we have a lot of negatives, so technically this is not balanced until we talk about how much we saved versus how much we spent, but I can tell you we did overspend. Same with our expenses and our debt, but we did have a really good month for income. So now let's jump up to our income section. We were supposed to have a 5th month, which would have been the 29th of September. We are rolling that over to October just because it hit our account on the 30th. So it just was not worth counting it as we started our September. We ended September on the 28th and are starting October on the 29th of September. So that being said, I brought home $100 more than expected, and my husband had some good weeks and not so great weeks, but we did end up having full rent. We had more on my reimbursement. Our insurance gives us twice a year, they give us $52.45 for good driving, nothing on your insurance or anything. So it's $100 extra a year. It's really nice. And then I rolled over $600 from August, and then we sold one of our mini quads, and then there's a lot sitting in just my checking account, and I'm trying to get used to having less in my checking account. So this month, September and next month, I'll be moving $1,000 over, so it's a smaller amount, because why only make pennies on it when you could be making a couple bucks off $1,000? So it just makes my checking account a little bit lower, but that's okay. And we're walking away, as I said, with what's left to budget, $68. So instead of the $5,925, we walked away with over $8,000, which is great. Now, overall, you can see over here, this is all of our expenses. All of our expenses. I don't know why it keeps jumping around. All of our expenses, and they're all broken down. Now, I'm not going to go into any expenses. You guys can kind of see as it goes on what we spend and what we put where. But overall, I just check on these categories. This just moves over to our spending, to be honest. So with that being said, we had full rent obviously owed, so that's always $0. We paid less than we thought in water, which is great. Our internet went up a few bucks, which is fine. We're just gonna budget a little bit more. It was just one of our promotions is done. And then phone was normal, didn't have to pay electricity. Groceries, we were over a little bit, but that's okay. Gym is always 5 cents over. I'm just gonna make that 26 or 30 to just say we're doing well, because we know. And then we did great on gas, and that's with our getaway, so that's awesome. Health insurance, we paid double almost. which gets us done for the whole year, we're hoping. Cross our fingers, that's what it says. That was the plan. And then subscriptions, we were a few dollars less. Now, this is where I'm saying this category is a little bit off, because yes, we did spend $147 more, but we also put into savings $1,015 more than we wanted to. So just put that into consideration as well while you're talking about it. We didn't put any into home project or car, because our main goal right now is to buy the house that we are currently living in, so as much that we can put in there, but also putting month ahead. Next month, not this month, not October, but in November, I'm going to put whatever we put by $50 into every section, so every section has some. So we did spend a little bit more than we would like in every category. I'm really happy with our vacation one, that we are only $23 over. That's awesome. And only a little bit over, which is fine, because we had a rough month financially with our animals, so you'll see that in October. But overall, we are walking away with still $68. I don't like budgeting in our rollover money, but that's okay. We have nothing to roll over this month. Obviously, we only have $68. Let's really break down what we are doing for October, and we are going to go back on paper. It's my best way to plan. I do put it on my financial budget, and I do update this. So if you do want to see, instead of this, I can show you our monthly budget with pluses and minuses. If you would rather see this, let me know in the comments. Or if you want to see these as two different and really break down what we spend our money on, we can do that too. So really let me know how you want these budget videos to go. I wanted this to be brief, quick, and then jump right into our next month's budget. Okay, so now we are going to go into our October. If you are new to our monthly budgets, we have our income, we have our bills and expenses, we have debt, then we have our sinking funds and our spending funds. And what we try to do is make this get to zero. So we zero-based budget, and we want to know all the money that we have in the month. As I said, was we have the 5th paycheck from September coming over. We have our winnings from our mini getaway. We did go to a casino and got a couple $100, and then moved just from savings, which is just money that is sitting currently in my checking account that I'm willing to move over. Now, over here we have our month ahead for our sinking funds, our house, and Christmas. And then for spending funds, we have miscellaneous, his, hers, fam fun, and dining out, and our animals. Nothing to add in on bills and expenses. Our debt is going to be just the dentist bill that we are hoping to not have. Hopefully it rolled over to a different month. Hopefully what he's getting done is what we already paid for, but we are going to budget what we think it could be. And then our credit card, we right now have no credit card debt. I did pay it off, but credit card is going to be what we do last, and figure out exactly how much we have for our credit card, which is going to be all of this, along with our subscriptions, our gas, our groceries, and our phone bill. So all of that at the end of the day is going to come up to our credit card balance, which we will do at the end. And a few other things I want to note before we get into those sections. We are going to have a big amount here, which consists of all that goes here. And then we have the big amount here that consists of these. So you will only see these two totals at the bottom for what it adds up to. Just so if you get confused, which is completely fine, because I do want to run through this pretty quickly. October is a pretty simple month for us. I think everything is self-explanatory. We had a lot of things going on with our animals. We have a few more bills to pay for them. And then Christmas is around the corner, and one of my big financial goals is to start not only funding that, but also start paying out of that sinking fund. So we need to have money in there to start pre-buying gifts. So I'm kind of going all over the place. I want to give you a rundown. If you want to get one of these budgets or see how I do other budgets, really check out my playlist for Budget With Me. And let's jump right into our income. Okay, so as always, we do $350 for my husband, and $1,500 for me. He is hourly, I am salary, but I like to budget less to always make sure that we have enough money coming in. So I do make more than that, but we round when we do our actual. Rent this month from our tenants is going to be the full $1,400, which is so nice. Our winnings from our weekend is $500. And then $1,000 is technically not income, but it's money that's sitting in here that will be going down in this sinking fund section. So I just want to make sure that it's not coming out of our income. So this is kind of like null and void over here, but that's okay. Now let's figure out what our total number is going to be. Wow, what a great month. Okay, so $7,650. What a great month this month. Obviously that's really $6,650 without this 1,000, but that's awesome. Now, I like to go right into our bills and expenses. You want to make sure that you can pay all your bills and expenses before you spend any money or save any money. You need to do the needs first. So first we have full rent. Then we have 0 on water because we pay that quarterly. Our internet, we are bumping up to $115. We are doing $35. I don't know why I did that. That's going to annoy me. $35 for phone. Electricity is going to be $100. Groceries this month is going to be $6.90. Gym is $30. As I said, it's only 25.05, but it will make us look better. It's a mental thing over here. To $50. Subscriptions. Oops. I put that in the wrong spot. Where is my whiteout? I got ahead of myself. While I'm fixing stuff, let me fix this too, because that's going to bother me. There we go. So subscriptions, we do have, it's going to be 100. Oops, should have let that dry more. 100, but we have 0 for health insurance. At least this month. We are hoping for the rest of the year. So let's add that all up and figure out what that grand total is. It's usually around between $2,500 and $3,000. Okay, as I said, not bad, not bad. It's usually between $2,500 and $3,000, so $2,720, which we will bring down here. Now we are going to figure out our debt. What we are doing for debt is $750. We might have $750 to add to our sinking funds, but I do want to just have that $750 because that is his next appointment. I just don't know if it's this one or the next one, which it would be nice if it's the next one because that would not be until January. So we have a few months to save and bulk up for that. But that being said, we are a cautious zero-based budgeter. We want to just make sure that we have the money if need be. Let's figure out how much we have for our sinking and spending funds. So you take your income minus your bills and expenses minus your debt. So we have $4,180 to work with. $4,180. And just to make sure, I always take that number and add it back up and make sure it equals your income. As I said, let's put in our minimal totals and we can add them up for these bigger totals. So we want for the month ahead 500, and then we also have 1,500 for house. So that being said, we already have $2,000. So minus 2,000. So we still have $2,180. I want to make sure that we can do everything before we budget out Christmas. So for family fun, I want to put 500 this month and animals 500 this month. So that's minus 1,000. We still have $1,180. So I don't think we need that much here. I would say let's do 500 for Christmas. Okay, 680 is more than enough for miscellaneous and all of this, and these all kind of can rotate because I don't think we're going to spend 500 on dining out and family fun because I only want to eat out 3 days this month or take out or anything of that sort. So I don't think that that's going to be an issue, that whatever is left here could go up here if this ran a little bit over, or if this one's a little bit less, we can put more into one of these categories. But that being said, we want to be cautious. We like to splurge. We are a mid-income family, but we do have some luxuries that we love. So let's figure out what these add up to. As we said, it should equal the $4,180, but let's just check. So we have to figure out our sinking funds, which is 1,500 plus 500 plus 500. What a great month, because even without this $1,000, you're still saving 1,500. So that's awesome. And then over here we have 680 plus 500 plus 500. It's 1,680. Now we have to make sure these equal this. 1,680 plus equals that $4,180. That's awesome. Now it is time to figure out our credit card. Let's do that real quick. So you're looking at $2,755 for the credit card balances. That is not bad. This is our budget, I think, for understanding where our money's coming in and having that extra paycheck brings us to that great amount to not only be able to save more, but have a little bit of luxuries to spend while still sitting in our budget and having no health insurance and no water bill this month. Even though some of our expenses did grow a little bit, that is okay. The realistic thing is that you balance the things you want with the things you need while also saving for your life. It's all just a balance, and it's how you figure that out, which is what matters. So if you guys like this video, please subscribe, comment what other finance type of videos you guys want to see, and we can try to do those for you. And not only that, but join this community of people who are coming together not only financially, but mentally and just physically trying to grow all areas of their life, balance it all, do all the things that they want, including finances, time management, relationship balance, just goal setting in general. Figuring all that out is not to be done alone, so join this community, subscribe, like, and I will see you guys soon. Bye, guys.